Hi guys, this is Karol. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a review on what I hope becomes my next work bag, and I'm talking about the Marc Jacobs large tote bag. This bag retails for $225 and has a cotton canvas finish. So when you search for Marc Jacobs tote bag, you may find a variety of different options, and that's because the tote bag can come in a smaller size. It can come with shorter handles but with crossbody straps, and it can also come in a leather finish. But this one in particular, as I mentioned, is the large tote bag in a cotton canvas that retails for $225. So this bag still has the tags attached because I haven't made the 100% commitment yet on keeping it. I decided to just put my work things in there, carry it around, see how it felt, and I'm leaning towards keeping it, but the tags are still on for now. So I'm gonna share my initial thoughts and impressions upon receiving the bag. I'll show you what it looks like outside as well as inside, and also what fits. And to help anyone who already perhaps has an idea or owns an LV Neverfull bag in the size MM, I'm also gonna be doing a side-by-side comparison just to give you some kind of perspective on sizing. But all of that is to come on this video. So starting with what the bag looks like on the outside, as I mentioned, this is like a cotton canvas. So it's not a shiny finish. It very much looks and I guess feels like a cloth finish, but it has some structure to it, which is one of the big things that I was looking for in a bag. So the reason why I purchased this is to be my everyday work bag. Even though I don't have to commute to the office every day, I do have to go in 2 times a week, which means that I have to carry my laptop as well as some other things with me. So I wanted a bag that was roomy yet structured. My previous bag was a Kate Spade leather bag, which actually lasted a couple of years. I don't even know when I bought it. All I know is that I bought it at an outlet store, and it has worn out very well. The only signs of wear, and the reason why I ended up buying the Marc Jacobs tote bag, is because the handles here were just wasting away. So I don't know if you can see it, but the handle here, the straps, I guess the lining or the border of it, the edges are just peeling. So I actually did have to cut off a piece. And in essence, that's really why I decided to replace it. Otherwise, it's in great condition. And similar to the Marc Jacobs tote bag, which I'm gonna show you, the inside is also one big vortex, which I also look for in a big work bag. So let's get into what the bag looks like. There is a big The Tote bag, Marc Jacobs in the front. I was a little bit iffy about having a name right here in the front, but my options were kind of slim for these specifications that I was looking for. So it does have the name right in front, and actually there is also a little tag here in the back with some words. It just says Marc Jacobs style, the tote bag, location NYC, year 1984. So, and this is like a little different texture than the rest of the bag. We have here on the sides, it kind of, when it's folded, I guess, it just shows that it can expand here. So if I were to just stretch it out, this is kind of what we're looking like. And that's on both sides, with the exception that this side over here actually has, I guess, this handle. Not exactly 100% sure on what I would use this handle for, but I guess it's here for whatever reason. And it's the only difference, again, compared to the other side. There's nothing in the bottom, so it's completely smooth and flat. One thing that I really do like about this bag is the handles. So they are very, very sturdy, and they're not necessarily padded, but it just feels like you have a good grasp on it, and compared to my previous Kate Spade bag, they are thicker. So I think if you are carrying a lot of weight, this may help your shoulders a little bit better in comparison to just a bag that has a thinner strap. And all in all, this is what the bag looks like from the outside. One thing that I'm interested to see over time is whether the material collects any dirt or any dust. I've already started to notice, because I have 2 dogs, that there are some little furs kind of hanging around, more specifically in the back. So I have a feeling that over time it just may get little furs and maybe hair or something. So that's something to keep in mind if you are torn between a canvas finish versus a leather one. The leather one is more expensive. However, I just didn't want to spend a lot of money for my everyday work bag. But we'll have to see at some point whether that was a good choice or a bad one. Inside, we have a big vortex. When it comes to big bags, I love having no kind of separation, or compartments inside my big bags. So this was yet another reason why I chose this one. There is, however, 2 side pockets that allow for you to take your phone. So here there is this flap here in the back. One side says Marc Jacobs on it, the other one is plain, and you can put your phone, keys, maybe work badge, whatever you want in here, and I'm gonna show you guys when I start adding things in here. There is a zipper option in this bag, which honestly, when I saw it had a zipper, I nearly didn't buy it, because when it comes to tote bags, I personally don't like to close them up. But in a lot of videos that I saw, as well as I think in some of the advertisement for the bag, they don't really use the zipper. So it's big enough, I guess, that you can just leave it open and tuck it all in there, and it won't really get in your way. So that made me overlook it a little bit. But if you wanted to, you could just, the zipper is all black, and you can just close it up like so, and the sides still remain a little bit open in case maybe you want to reach in there for some reason. And this little tail here can also hide itself, so that is what it looks like from the top. But again, I personally don't plan on using it, so I'm just gonna keep it open all the way, and it will basically just stay like this, and the zipper won't really get in my way. So the, I guess, cool thing about the inside is that it's I guess coated with something, which allows, I think, for easy cleaning in case there's any spills. And I think also from a durability perspective, I don't think you'll get, say, like holes inside. So the inside is this, like, I don't want to say plasticky, and maybe it's hard for you to see it through the camera, but it's this shiny, like, toughish material. It even sounds different. But this gives me some assurance that whether I spill something in here or, you know, over time, there's not going to be any holes, I think, from just the cotton aspect of the canvas. So I think that helps me feel like this bag will last me a decent amount of time for the price point. But all in all, that's really the outside as well as the inside of the bag. Jumping into what fits. This is my work bag. I can put other things in here if I were to go, I don't know, for a weekend getaway. I can maybe even consider this as a travel tote, but this is my commuter bag. So I have here my work laptop. It's a ThinkPad. I have a little notepad for notes. I take with me a reusable bag just in case I need to stop in the market for whatever reason now that they charge you for bags, so I always carry this with me. I have here my away tech case where I keep my wireless mouse, chargers, headphones, things like that. That is what it's looking like. I have here my LV cosmetics pouch, my Victorine LV wallet, I am gonna add my work badge in one of the compartments over here. So that's what that looks like for now. And I have here an extra iPhone, which is basically the size of the latest iPhone 14 Pro. And that also fits no problem in the other compartment. So that's what we're looking at. On the days that I take lunch, which actually is every time I come in, or most days, I take my OXO glass container and I put this inside a Ziploc bag, and I also put in like a fork and knife in there, but this is a very simplistic look of what goes inside this bag. And so I actually would put that before a couple of things, but I would lay it flat, which again, this bag has enough depth that allows me to do that. And it may be tough for me to show you, but that's what it would look like. A weight tech case again, and my cosmetics pouch. And that's what it looks like. In the past, I've also taken my charger as well as my Swell water bottle. However, I've been keeping that in the office, so I don't have to lug around extra weight, but there's definitely room for that in here too if I wanted to take those with me. It's definitely heavy. I don't have any concerns regarding, you know, the bag fitting everything I need, and also, you know, being too heavy that it would tear or anything like that. So let me show you what it looks like on. Now let's do a quick comparison to the LV Neverfull MM. From a sizing perspective, they are very similar, although the tote bag here, the Marc Jacobs tote bag, is definitely bigger. But this is what it looks like from the side. I think depth-wise, the bottom can look very similar. However, the Marc Jacobs tote bag, the sides expand a lot more. So as you see, the Louis Vuitton one starts out wide at the bottom and then it thins out towards the top. And the Marc Jacobs one stays pretty consistent from the bottom to the top. Lengthwise, I think they're very close. And I don't know if you guys can see it well, but this is what we're looking like here. And then again, this is what the Neverfull MM looks like inside. It's one big open space, right? So that may help give you some idea of, you know, what the Marc Jacobs large tote bag looks like. But that's all from my end. I may have to make an update video in a couple of months just to let you guys know how the bag has held up. But I'm pretty happy that it's big enough, yet not bulky for my everyday commuting needs. And I also do like that it does have a thicker strap. However, as I mentioned, there are a few things that I'm a little hesitant about, including the material that it's made of. Hopefully it won't attract a lot of dirt, but yeah, either way, I just wanted to come on here and share this bag with you guys. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.